For more than 40 years, the Tubman Museum has been dedicated to educating people about art, history, and culture of African Americans. So joining us to talk about the significance of the museum and the kickoff of their school tours is George Crowley from the Tubman Museum's Office of Education. Thanks so much for joining us in studio this morning. Talk to us a little bit about these school tours and how they work.
Well, we have typically given school tours in the old building and the new building since the very beginning. Students are the core. Educating our students is the core of what we do at the Tubman Museum, educating them about African American art, history, and culture. We have several exhibits, including the Tyler Perry exhibit at the Tubman Museum. We have the Embracing Possibility exhibit, which celebrates the disabilities justice movement, and that's there for a full year. We also have our mural gallery from Africa to America, which was the first exhibit piece at the Tubman Museum. We still have the kazoo exhibit at the Tubman, the kazoo. The legend has it Alabama Vest invented the kazoo here in Macon, Georgia. Of course, we know that's not true, but we keep the kazoo exhibit up. We have a wonderful, one of the best exhibits of folk art of any African American museum in the nation. We still have the Ellen Craft store, the Ellen and William Craft store, where Ellen Craft disguises herself as a white man to escape from slavery here in Macon, Georgia. We have our local history gallery. And we have a lot at the museum, so we are always open and available Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We are the museum here in Macon. We're there. We're here.
Yeah, a lot to see, obviously, as you just described. One of the things that we might catch while we're walking around the exhibit is an artifact, kind of like what you have in your hand. Tell us about what you're holding and what this is.
This is a very interesting piece here. This is a model 1841 smoothbore musket. Now, this musket would be assigned to Africans who were or colored troops during the during the Civil War. The thing was, if you've seen the movie Glory, those were the first African Americans first Africans here in America to be given armament. So this 1841 musket was pretty much out of date by the time it would arrive to those persons of African descent who were fighting for the Union Army. But this is what would be assigned to them. Now, the interesting story about this one, this is given to me. This is of course, is not a real musket. This is a model. This model was made by Lonnie Davis. Lonnie Davis's great-great-grandfather was Caesar Davis. Caesar Davis, we see these images of Confederate troops. I was like, when I was a kid, I said, why is that black man wearing a Confederate uniform? Yeah. Well, guess what? He's not a Confederate soldier. He was a Union soldier. Those Union soldiers. So Caesar Davis was amongst a group of Africans who were Unionists, and they did not want to wear the clothes they had on when they got back to Macon, when they came marching into Macon. Right. Caesar was born in Macon, Georgia. He was born a slave. He ended up in Alabama. He was freed in Alabama. So Wilson's Raid was a group that was marching from Montgomery, Alabama into Macon. Yeah. But the people who were formerly enslaved did not want to wear the same clothes they had on. They wanted to change clothes. They wanted something new, fresh, coming into town. Of course, you know how we are. Yeah. We want to look good, So Caesar and some of the other men who were part of that brigade knew that there were Confederate uniforms, I think in Thomaston, Georgia. And guess what they did? They raided the commissary there, put the Confederate uniforms on, and marched into Macon. Yeah. So Caesar Davis, born in Macon, enslaved, marched back into Macon, Georgia, a free man and a Union soldier. And he may have been carrying a musket like this. Yeah. So it's a great story. I think it's very important to us. All the kids are fascinated when they see this item. And we appreciate Mr. Davis for making these items to tell the story about his great-great-grandfather, Caesar Davis.
Very cool. Obviously, so much history that you can find out about over at the Tubman Museum. It's not just for kids. You were talking about, one of the biggest missions being to educate the youth. But obviously, talk about all the people that come from out of town or just other parts of the state.
We have people from, I don't mean to cut you off, but we have people from all over the world that come to the Tubman. I'm sometimes amazed. I come out my office and I say, hey, where are you from? People usually say California, Florida. But it's always, when you get that, they say, well, I'm from Finland or France. So we have a very, very broad spectrum of people who actually visit the Tubman Museum, and we're very proud of that. We also have a very broad membership. one of the most important things that you can do for this institution, the Tubman Museum, is become a member. If you cannot visit us, when you come visit us, become a member too.
Go ahead and talk to us about, what you're hopeful for that people leave from the museum with. What do you want them to walk away with?
Well, with so many different things happening in our world today, with so many attacks on the ability to educate people about diversity and inclusion, I want people to walk away with a feeling of hope. Feeling of that they've learned something new. I want you to be engaged. I want you to come to this institution and learn something new every time you come in there. There's enough things in our collection. People say, well, what you gonna put in that big old building when you open it? That was what they said in 2015. That's what they said in 2003. But now look at it, it's 2025, and we are busting at every end. We have exhibits on we have something on every space in that building that we can have some story to tell. So we're very proud of that. So when you come to this institution, I want you to come out feeling as though you feel as though you're at home. You feel as though you're a part of this community that we know of as Macon, Georgia.
Alrighty, well, clearly, even if you've been to the Tubman Museum, there's so much for you to check out and so much to see. If you haven't been, it's right downtown in downtown Macon. There's the information for you. It's at 310 Cherry Street in Macon. Make sure you stay with us for our 8 o'clock hour. We are going to continue our discussion about all the things happening at the Tubman Museum, including an update to the Tyler Perry exhibit. Stay with us. Macon's Tubman Museum is full of history. It serves as a resource for current events and community and connection. Staying with us in studio to continue our conversation on the museum this morning is George Crawley from the Tubman Museum's Office of Education. Thanks so much for staying with us in studio this morning.
Thank you.
Go ahead and talk to us about some of the community events that are held throughout the Tubman.
Well, of course, my favorite event, of course, is the Pan-African Festival of Georgia, which is held the fourth Saturday of every year. I think we're coming up to our 29th or 30th year this year. Yeah. It was founded by Mrs. Chi Ezekwechi back in 1997. I think we have had a fabulous time with the festival. I think this year it's going to move off-site again to another campus, but we're still excited about the Pan-African Festival. We were the first Pan-African Festival to really sprout out of Macon, Georgia, and we're very proud of that. Another event we have every year is our annual fundraiser, which is in January. That's All That Jazz. Usually the fourth Saturday in January. All That Jazz is a benefit concert and dance and gala for the Tubman Museum. Tickets last year were $187.50 per person, and we pretty much were sold out. We're very proud of that event. We always have a good time. We always have a great time. We always have a stellar event, so we always are happy about that. Another exhibit that we also have in December, I'm working backwards, is December, the first Friday in December is our, I'm calling it this year's Harambe, which is basically a celebration of trees. So we give people, last year we had 15 trees, all decorated by 15 different designers, all from Macon, the middle of Georgia area. Each of the trees has a different theme, and each person who has a theme for their tree or organization, they tell a story along with it. So we're very proud of that. That's the first Friday in December. Also, and I'm working backwards again, every year we do Halloween with the kids. We give out free candy every Halloween. We usually have between 700 and 800 students that come through the Tubman Museum. And of course, one thing that we do every first Friday now is we have our First Friday fundraiser. So every first Friday for this year, we have a First Friday fundraiser. It's a dance party, usually hosted by DJ Skills, and this time Speaker Box is the host, and the program benefits the education programs at the Tubman Museum. So we really do need you to come out to support the dance party. The dance party usually starts about 5 o'clock, goes to about 8. And we desperately need you all to come and participate. I mean, it's only $10. You get the salad queen serving the salad there. You have Kim doing the drinks and everything. It's a good time. It's fun, it's safe, and it's at the Tubman Museum. So we definitely want you to come out and enjoy.
Yeah, obviously so much going on at the Tubman Museum for people to check out. For those who don't know, just give us a really brief history of the Tubman.
Oh, wow. Well, the Tubman Museum was founded in 1981, founded by Father Richard Cowell. At that time, he was a priest at St. Peter Claver Catholic Church. Mr. Cowell wanted to open a facility that was in line with the idea of Dr. King's beloved community. So the Tubman Museum is actually the idealization, the realization of Dr. King's beloved community. Mr. Cowell, Father Cowell at that time, used his own money to purchase the building at 340 Walnut Street. It was an old warehouse, probably a nightclub. He used those proceeds, the money that he raised, to open the facility, and the facility actually opened in 1985. In 1985. And so around 1998, it opened as let me go back. The building opened as the Harriet Tubman Center for Spiritual and Cultural Awareness. That name soon became the Harriet Tubman Historical and Cultural Museum, and then it became the Tubman African American Museum. As the Tubman African American Museum, we would have artists coming from all over the world to have their art facilitated at the Tubman. We were very proud of that. In 1998, we were asked to build a more larger, substantial facility, and in 2015, that new facility opened as the Tubman African American Museum, located at 310 Cherry Street, and it's 49,000 square feet facility. So we're very proud of that.
Yeah, definitely a lot to be proud of. Really quickly, talk to us. Obviously, in the 7 o'clock hour, we mentioned some of the exhibits that are going on at the Tubman. One of those being a change to the Tyler Perry exhibit. What can you tell us about that, and is there any other exhibits that you want to mention?
I can't tell you too much about the Tyler Perry exhibit, but the Tyler Perry exhibit is changing. That's all we're allowed to say. We are very excited and very thankful that Mr. Perry has decided to extend to the Tubman Museum the only across the world, the only exhibit celebrating his 25 years in the entertainment business. We are very proud of that, and we are very excited that Mr. Perry has decided not only to change the exhibit, he's also going to expand the program that he's doing with us here in Macon. So we're excited about this partnership. I think the community will be very excited when they see the changes that they are making to the area.
Yeah. Definitely plan to check that out. If you're interested in seeing all the things that the Tubman Museum has to offer, you can head over to their website. We put that information on your screen for you. You can find information not only on what they offer, but also the membership info. You can visit tubmanmuseum.com. It's right there on your screen.